Is my screen visible to all of you?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Mataji.
Mataji, Duryodhana went to Guru Dronacharya and advised him or warning him not to be compassionate or have soft corner for the Pandavas and his disciple Drashtadyumna, who arranged the Sena of Pandavas.
Yes, Haribol. That is Shloka 3, Mataji. Haribol. That is Shloka 3, wherein he says, Pasyaitam Panduputranam Acharyam Mahatim Chamam Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata, where he says, O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of the Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. Okay, that is Shloka 3. What is Shloka 4? Anyone remembers the meaning? Shlokas here in the screen. Atra Shura Maheshwasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudano Viratascha Drupatascha Maharataha. What does this mean? Anyone?
Equivalent to Bhima and Arjuna, we are also having the people, Virata and some
Yes.
more people.
So he tells the mighty people on his side. So he says here in this army, there are many heroic women equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. Great fighters like Yuyudhana, Viratha, and Drupada. Right? So that's what he says. Haribol. Okay, beautiful. So today we're going to read Shloka 5 from chapter 1. दृष्टकेतुश्चैकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित्कुन्तिभोजश्च सैभ्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः. So this is a continuation to Shloka 4. Shloka 4 where he recites these are the people who are there in his side. He continues to tell who are the people. So it says there are also great heroic powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chaikitana, Kasiraja, Purujit, Kunti Boja, and Saibya. So this is a very easy shloka to remember. It's just the names of the people. Drishtaketus, Chaikitana, Kasirajas, Kunti Boja, Saibya. Okay, he just describes these are the people in our side. Right? So Narapungavaha means hero in human society, right? So he describes each of these people. Like Kasi Raja is very powerful, Purujit, Kunti Boja Purujit, and then Saibya he says hero in human society. So he's trying to describe who are all the great people in his side. Okay, so that is Shloka 5. Shloka 6 also is a continuation to that, so we will see that tomorrow. Okay, so he keeps describing who are all the people in the set. What is the base for him to keep talking about all of this?
Because setting up army, the title
Dronach also
itself,
knows
this
who are the
chapter.
people on which.
Because he is reminding this his lieutenant.
Okay, he's reminding
First,
whom.
there is
Prabhuji?
Dronacharya too.
Yeah.
To Dronacharya. Because whenever you commanding,
Yeah.
that time you should not forget. And while commanding, say like a hockey game, suppose where we have to put left forward, right forward, and middle forward like that, they have to position the people.
Yeah. So yeah, that's true. No, but anyways, Dronacharya also is the person who has organized all of this. So he will know, no? Why should he keep reiterating?
That's due to fear only he is reiterating.
Yes, Haribol. Yeah, you're right, Prabhuji. It's basically fear. And also, he knows that Dronacharya, Bhishma, everybody loves Pandu's sons, the Pandavas. So at any point of time, they should not show any sort of sympathy to those people because all of them are Shishyas of Dronacharya as well. So he's just being extra cautionate about that and he keeps reiterating these points and keeps reminding him. All right, Haribol, very nice. So we will continue. So read this shloka and come tomorrow. We will begin shloka 6 tomorrow. Okay, with this, I'm going to Uh, we will start our book reading. I'm going to share my screen again. So we are in Beyond Birth and Death book. Which chapter are we in?
Fourth chapter.
Fourth chapter. What is the name of fourth chapter?
The sky beyond the universe.
Haribo, the sky beyond the universe. So it's a small book with 5 chapters. We've completed as well, and then we will begin our fifth chapter. Right. So it's a beautiful book. All right. So we'll start with fourth chapter. Now, anyone would like to quickly summarize what we read in the last class in chapter 4?
Because why people are moving to beyond the universe, because higher planet, because life duration is more. That's why they are moving. And the thing is, first they mention about even birth and death occurs in the higher planet also. The people are willing to move because of the extended life. The duration will be different. And another point is this Brahma's day and Brahma's night explained. 4,300,000 years is one yuga. And if we multiply the years, 4,300,000 year into 1,000 means Brahma's one day. And Brahma's night means the same year, the 4,300,000 into 1,000 and night. And that we have seen. And that time, the living being will come into picture, the Brahmaloka. And night time, all living being annihilated. That we have seen. And it is due to the water comes in the Brahmaloka, and due to the annihilation will happening, that also we see. And after that, what we have seen, the people are moving this Brahmaloka and other logas due to the longest age that happening to them. But anyway, death is unavoidable. And the other point is what we have seen, Srimad Bhagavatam explanation of inhabitants and spiritual sky and inhabitants. And spiritual sky is only covering the material world. That people, that living beings don't know these things. That way we have seen. And another point is journey to the supreme is will be very simple. But the thing is, we have to follow the bhakti yoga, that part. It is not much hard. It is very simple, and attaining to Krishna is only to remember the Krishna and the Krishna's pastimes. And wherever we need to always think about Krishna. That is the thing. Yes, mother.
Haribo. So beautifully summarized, Prabhuji. Very nice. Anyone else would like to add any other points? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
Uh,
Mataji.
there is a two kind of sky, like Lord Krishna's internal potency is spiritual, and external is a material body, and material is a small part of the spiritual. And like that analogy of a cloud was given, that cloud covers only few miles and it appears is covering whole. That is only a few, only a part of that. And another thing is that Srila Sridhar Swami explained that spiritual word is truth or eternal, and material is imitation of that material, like we see all mannequin in the clothes stores. It is like that. And Mataji, and
Nice.
material nature is dark, and spiritual is always prakashman. There is a sloka in 15.6, na tad bhasito suryo na sasanko na pavaka. So spiritual sky was illuminated by the Lord's power, not by any other things like in our life. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Very nice, Mataji. Beautifully summarized. All the analogies and everything, you brought it out so beautifully. Anyone else would like to add anything else? Any other points which you are able to recollect? Hare Krishna, others in the call. Anything else you would like to add? Okay, so we'll begin. So, like Mutmanikam Prabhuji clearly summarized, it's about the higher planets, why people are interested to go. That was explained. Calculation, how it covers, how the day and night is calculated compared to Earth. Everything is explained so very beautifully in this chapter. Lots of concepts. And
Mataji voice is breaking.
Hare Krishna, am I audible now?
How audible, Mataji?
Okay, sorry. I've been speaking without realizing I got disconnected. Okay. Let me share my screen again. So, the question I've been asking all of you is what is the crux of all that we read in all these 4 chapters? What is Srila Prabhupada trying to tell us through these 4 chapters? Hare Krishna. What message?
Hare Krishna Mataji. And all these Srila Prabhupada advised we are servants of, we are as a das of Lord Krishna. So we should serve Lord Krishna and follow his orders, whatever he given in Bhagavad Gita or by the Shastra or Sadhu or Guru.
Hmm.
And another point
Hare
is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga. And always we have to remember Krishna. Hare Krishna Mahamantra will be the correct mode of going to the Goloha.
Yes, we have to remember it at the time of death, right? That is why all this practice is happening all these days. Very nice. Any other takeaways? Any other messages? Ekambar Prabhuji, what do you think? Bhagyashmi Mataji, what do you feel? Hare Krishna. Anything which you take away from these chapters we read so far? Any message? Okay. So what I have taken away personally is that we should not think that if we move out of this earth, that we are liberated. There are so many other higher planets, and we might think that we might live happily there, but wherever we go, it is Dukalayam only, because anywhere where there is birth, death, old age, and disease, it's a Dukalayam. So our ultimate goal should be to only reach the abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is Goloka Vrindavan. Right? That is our destination. We should all aim for, and to reach that destination, what we have to do is what he is trying to explain through all these chapters, because we might be thinking that this body is something which is this is our body is important for us, but it is all illusion, right? He explains it so beautifully. But we might think our career is important, job, so many things we prioritize in life, right? But at the end of all of it, all that matters is just complete surrender to Krishna, right? So, bhakti, like Muthumanikam Prabhuji said, that's the key. Okay, and the root for bhakti is service, complete service to Krishna, surrender to Him. Okay, very nice. So, we will continue. Where did we stop exactly? Which page did we stop, Prabhuji?
As Rupa Goswami Mataji.
Yeah, one second, I'm trying to search.
Page number.
Got it, got it. Okay. Yeah, so we'll start from here. Yeah, Bhagyashmi Mataji, would you like to read first today? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Mataji.
Haribol. Yes, Mataji. Start, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. As Rupa Goswami points out, we have to serve Krishna favorably, and generally we want to serve God for some material purpose or gain. Of course, one who goes to God for material gain is better than one who never goes. But we should be free from desire for material benefit. Our aim should be to understand Krishna. Of course, Krishna is ultimate and it is not possible to understand him, but we have to accept what we can understand. Bhagavad Gita is specifically presented for our understanding through receiving knowledge in this way. We should know that Krishna is pleased, pleased, and we should serve him favorably according to his pleasures. Krishna consciousness is great science with aims, ul- lit- aims in literature, and we should utilize them. We should utilize them for the atoms, atoms of bhakti.
Attainment of bhakti. Attainment of bhakti. Haribol.
Attainment of bhakti.
Haribol. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Muthumanikam Prabhuji, would you like to read next? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Purushaha cha paraha. In the spiritual sky, the Supreme Lord is present as the Supreme Person. There are innumerable luminous planets there, and in each one an expansion of Krishna resides. There are four armed and have innumerable names. They are all persons. They are not impersonal. These Purusas or persons can be approached by bhakti, not by challenge, philosophical speculation or mental concoctions, nor by physical exercise, but by devotion without the deviations or fruitive activity. What is the Purusa, the Supreme Persons, like Yashyantaha, Stani Bhutani, Yena Sarvam, Idam Tatam. Every living entity and everything is within him, and yet he is without, all pervading. How is that? He is just like the sun, which is situated in one place and yet is present all over by its rays. Although God is situated in his Dhamma Paramam, his energies are distributed everywhere, nor is he different from his energies, in as much as the sunshine and the sun are non-different. Since Krishna and his energies are non-different, we can see Krishna everywhere if we are advanced in devotional service. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Shanta Sadaiva Hriteshu Vilokayanti. Hare Krishna. Mataji, Bejap.
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Prabhuji. Dhammat pranams, Prabhuji. Sorry, I was talking on mute. Okay. Ekamba Prabhuji, would you like to read next? Hare Krishna.
No, Mataji, my book is different now, so just here.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Pushpa Mataji, Hare Krishna. Would you like to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. I worship the original personality of Godhead, Govinda, whom the pure devotees, whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love of Godhead, always observe within their heart. Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahma Samhita 5.38. Those who are filled with love of God see God constantly before them. It is not that we saw God last night and He is no longer present. No, for one who is Krishna conscious, Krishna is always present and can be perceived constantly. As simply, we simply have to develop the eyes to see Him. Due to our material bondage, the covering of the material senses, we cannot understand what is spiritual. But this ignorance can be removed by this process of chanting Hare Krishna. How is this? A sleeping man can be awakened by sound vibration. Although a man may be fall for all intent and purpose unconscious. He cannot see, feel, smell, etc. But the sense of hearing is so prominent that a sleeping man may be awakened just by a sound vibration. Similarly, the spirit soul, although now overpowered by the sleep of material contact, can be revived by this transcendental sound vibration of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna is simply an address to the Supreme Lord and his energies. Hare means energy, and Krishna is the name of the Supreme Lord. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we are saying, O energy of the Lord, O Lord, please accept me. We have no other prayer for acceptance by the Lord. There is no question of praying for daily bread, for the bread is always there. Hare Krishna is but an address to the Supreme Lord, requesting Him to accept us. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself prayed, I Nand Tunuj Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishve Bhavam Budho Kripya Tav Pad Pankaj Sthit Dhuli Sradashyam Vichintaya. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam.
Dhanvat pranams. Hari Bol. Ponraj Prabhuji, would you like to read next? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Ponraj Prabhuji. You're on mute, Prabhuji, if you're talking. Yes, Bhagya Lakshmi Mataji, would you like to continue?
Yeah,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
O son of Maharaja Nanda, I am your eternal servitor, and although I am so somehow or other, I have fallen in the ocean of birth and death. Please therefore pick me up from this ocean of death and fix me as one of the autumns at your lotus feet. Mm. Sikshastakam. Right, Mataji? Six,
Yes,
Sikshastakam.
Mataji. Sikshashtaka 5.
5. The only hope for a man fallen in the middle of the ocean is that someone will come and pick him up. If someone just comes and hauls him at a few feet out of the water, he is immediately relieved. Similarly, if we are somehow lifted from the ocean of birth and death by the process of Krishna consciousness, we are meditated, relieved.
Very good. Very good, Mataji. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Muthumanika Prabhuji, would you like to continue next? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Although we cannot perceive the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord, His name, fame, and activities, if we establish ourselves in Krishna consciousness, gradually God will reveal Himself before us. We cannot see a God by our own endeavor, but if we qualify ourselves, God will reveal Himself, and then we will see. No one can order God to come before Him and dance, but we do not have to work in such a way that Krishna will be pleased to reveal Himself to us. Krishna gives us information about himself in the Bhagavad Gita, and there is no question of doubting it. We just have to feel it, understand it. There is no preliminary qualification necessary for the understanding of the Bhagavad Gita because it is spoken from the absolute platform. The simple process of chanting the names of Krishna will reveal that will reveal what one is, what God is, what the material and spiritual universes are, why we are conditioned, how we can get out of the conditioning, and everything else, step by step. Actually, the process of belief and revelation is not foreign to us. Every day we place faith in something that we have confidence will be revealed later. We may purchase a ticket to go to India, and on the basis of the ticket, we have faith that we will be transported there. Why should we pay money for a ticket? We do not just give the money to anyone. The company is authorized and the airline is authorized. So faith is created. Without faith, we cannot take we cannot take one step forward in the ordinary course of our life. Faith we must have, but it must be faith in that which is authorized. It is not that it is not that we have blind faith, but that we accept something that is recognized. The Bhagavad Gita is recognized and accepted by a scripture by all classes of men in India and so far as outside India is concerned. Many scholars, theologians, and philosophers accept the Bhagavad Gita as a great authoritative work. There is no question that Bhagavad Gita is authority. Even Professor Albert Einstein, such a scientist, read the Bhagavad Gita regularly. From the Bhagavad Gita, we have to accept that there is a spiritual universe which is the kingdom of God. If somehow we are transported to a country where we are informed that we will no longer have to undergo birth, old age, disease, and death will we not be happy. If we had have such a place, Surely we would try as hard as possible to go there. No one wants to grow old. No one wants to die. Indeed, a place free of such sufferings would be our heart's desire. Why do we want this? Because we have the right, the prerogative. We want it. We are eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. But having been covered by this material entanglement, we have forgotten ourselves. Therefore, the Bhagavad Gita gives us advantage of being able to revive our original status. The
Hare
Sankarites and Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Dhanvat pranams. Thank you so much. Pushpa Mataji, would you like to read next? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The Sankaraites and Buddhists claim that the word beyond is void, but the Bhagavad Gita does not disappoint us like this. The philosophy of voidness has simply created atheists. We are spiritual beings and we want enjoyment. But as soon as our future is void, we will become inclined to enjoy this material world. In this way, the impersonalists discuss the philosophy of voidism while trying as much as possible to enjoy this material life. One may enjoy speculation in this way, but there is no spiritual benefit. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kanchati samah sarveshu bhutesu mad bhaktim labhate param. One who is thus transcendently situated in at once realizes the supreme Brahman. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed to every living entity. In this state, he attained pure devotional service unto me. Bhagavad Gita 18.54. He who has progress in devotional life and who is relishing service to Krishna will automatically become detached from the material enjoyment. The symptom of one absorbed in bhakti is that he is fully satisfied with Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Dhanvat pranams. Hari Bol. So with this, we've completed our chapter 4 as well. So Hari Bol to all of you. We've completed chapter 4 successfully. And now we are entering into chapter 5, the last chapter of our book, Associating with Krishna. So I think by Sunday we should be finishing this chapter. Okay. So the chapter is titled Associating with Krishna. Right, Haribo. So we will just see 2 3 paras and we'll stop the class. We'll continue the rest of it on. It's a small chapter. Would you all like to start chapter 5 today, or would you like to start it in the next class?
We will start it.
We'll start. Okay, maybe another 5 minutes and then we'll wind up.
Small
Okay.
chapter, Mataji. Sunday will start.
Sunday,
Mataji,
Mataji.
no worry. If you are not reading, no problem. But the others will read. Why you
No,
worry?
that
No problem. Don't worry.
no, Prabhuji, that not
Yes, yes.
small chapter, Mataji.
No. Because Sunday, what will happen, I don't know. Mataji, may I read?
Uh,
Associating with Krishna, chapter 5. If one gets
so
something
we will start
superior,
then.
he
You can start.
naturally gives up. Yes, Mataji. If associating with Krishna, if one gets something superior, he naturally gives up all inferior things. We want enjoyment, but impersonalism and voidisms have created such an atmosphere that we have become addicted to material enjoyment. There must be enjoyment in connection with the Supreme Person. Purusaha cha paraha, whom we can see face to face in the spiritual sky. We are able to speak personally with God, play with Him, eat with Him, etc. All of this can be attained by bhakti, transcendental loving service. However, the service must be without adulteration. That is to say, we love God, we to Mataji Bejab. Love God without expecting material remuneration. Loving God to become, we must love God without expecting material remuneration. Loving God to become one with Him is also a form of adulteration. One of the major difference between the spiritual sky and the material sky is that in the spiritual sky, the head or leader of the spiritual planet has to rival. In all cases, the predominating personality in the spiritual planets is plenary expansion of Sri Krishna. The Supreme Lord and his multifarious manifestations preside over all the Vaikuntha planets. On Earth, for instance, there is a rivalry for the position of the president or prime minister. But in the spiritual sky, everyone acknowledges the supreme personality of Godhead to be supreme. Those who do not acknowledge him and attempt to rival him are placed into material universe, which is just like a prison house. As in any city, there is a prison, and the prison forms a very insignificant part of the whole city. So the material universe is a prison for the conditioned soul. It forms an insignificant part of the spiritual sky, but it is not outside the spiritual sky, just as a prison is not outside of the city. The
Hare Krishna.
inhabitants are Hare Krishna.
The pranams. Bhagilakshmi Mataji, would you like to read next? Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji. The inhabitants of the Vaikunta planet is the spiritual sky are all liberated soul. In Srimad Bhagavatam, we are informed that their bodily future are exactly like God's. On some of these planets, God is manifested with uh, two arms, and on other we he has four. He in inhabitants of these planets like the supreme lord also manifest two and four arms, and it is said that one cannot distinguish distinguish between them and the supreme person. In the spiritual world there are five kinds of liberation. Satya, what is that, Mataji?
Sayuji.
Sarja.
Sayujya Mukti is a form of liberation in which one merges into the impersonal existence of the Supreme Lord called Brahma. Other form of liberation is that
Sarupya.
Sarupya Mukti. Sarupya Mukti.
mukti, by which one receive future exactly like God's. Like God's Ananta is scholasya mukti. By
Sarupya Mukti.
what is Prabhuji? Shala
Sarupya Mukti.
Shalakya Mukti, by which one can live in the same planet with God. By Shakti Mukti, one can
Shashti
Mataji Shakti Mukti, one can
Mukti. Yeah.
Sasti Mukti. One can have opulence similarly to the Supreme Lord's. Another type enable one to remain always with God as one of his asso- as- associate, just like Arjuna, who is always with Krishna as his friend. Okay, Namataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Mataji.
No problem, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Very well read. Pushpa Mataji, would you like to read next? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. One can have any of these five forms of liberation. But of the five, the Sayoji Mukti, merging with the impersonal aspect, is not accepted by the Vaishnava devotees. A Vaishnava wishes to worship God as he is and remain his separate and retain his separate individuality to serve him. Whereas the Mayavadi impersonal philosopher wishes to lose its individuality and merges into the existence of the Supreme. This merging is recommended neither by Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita nor by the disciplic succession of Vaishnava philosophers. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote on his subject Shikshastakam 4. न धनम न जनम न सुंदरीम कविताम व जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनीश्वर भवताद भक्तिर अहेतुकी त्वयि. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor I have any desire to enjoy beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. What I want only is that I may have your causeless devotional service in my life, birth after birth. Here, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu referred to birth after birth. When there is birth after birth, there is no liberation. In liberation, one either attains the spiritual planet or merges into the existence of the Supreme. In either case, there is no question of rebirth into the material world. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't care whether he is liberated or not. His only concern is to be engaged in Krishna consciousness, to serve the Supreme Lord. The devotee doesn't care where he is, nor does he care whether he is born in the animal society, human society, demigod society, or whatever. He only prays to God that he not forget him, and that he always be able to engage in his transcendental service. These are symptoms of pure devotion. Of course, a devotee, wherever he is, remain in the spiritual kingdom, even while in this material body. But he does not demand anything from the God for his own personal elevation or comfort.
Hare Krishna Mataji. That
Hare
was,
Krishna Mataji, Pranam.
thank you so much. So we'll stop with this today. We'll continue the rest of the chapter on Sunday. So just few more paragraphs left, and then Sunday we will complete this chapter. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam.
Please revise and come, Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्णा.